Welcome back to the final video of the Fire Emblem Gauntlet. This is the final video of this series. It's not the final installment of this series. There will be one more thing, which I will announce at the end of the video, along with a community post for how you guys can get involved with it. So make sure you stick around and take a look at that. This is the last but not least of our Patreon suggested units, and today's champion, Myrrh, has been chosen by Naui Alamode. So thank you for your submission and for your support of the channel. This gauntlet is a little bit different. Normally we would take a look at level 20 stats right here, but instead this is level 5, and that is because Myrrh is a weird hybrid of, like, she's too strong to be an unpromoted unit, but she starts out way too weak to be a promoted unit, especially without her personal weapons bonuses. Instead of having a Dragonstone, she will get it, don't worry, the fun run's coming, but we have got a base weapon, Fiery Fang, here, which has just got the same stats as the Iron Sword, for context, if you've never learned that. So base level monster weapon doesn't give her the boost to all of her stats, so she is pretty sucky, and I did try running her at level 1, and she actually got killed by the thief, of all things. So yeah, she's definitely too weak to go in at level 1, but going in at level 20 is just absolutely stupid. She is an absolute growth unit. Her growths are absolutely bonkers. So I thought it would be fun to put her in at a relatively low level and then watch these stats spiral as she starts to get some sick level ups. We do actually take damage from the thief even at level 5, bearing in mind she gets like often 2 points of defense on a level up. Even after 4 level ups with 2 defense at a time, or 1.5, whatever the average is, she still gets damage from the thief. So we are going to have to use a vulnerary after this battle, but first we need to actually string some hits together. That was only our second one. It's weird putting Myrrh of all people into the gauntlet and watching her kind of struggle. Her hit rate's just not great, and her HP is slowly whittling away. This should be the final one though. Nice, okay, it's over. So this is our first level up. As you can see, 2 points on defense, 1 in nearly everything else. That's freaking awesome. You might have noticed we've got the bow units all the way up here, and that is because she is a flying unit, which genuinely I forgot. I forgot that she actually took effective damage from bows, and when I put her through this, even at level 5 where she can handle the early game, going up against the archer in the 3rd room, another level up. Nice. Going up against the archer in the 3rd room, she couldn't win. She got absolutely bodied by him. So we've done the same thing as we've done for Florina. Is Florina the only flyer we put through the gauntlet? I can't remember if she is, but what we did for Florina and possibly some other people was to put the effective damage weapon people, the archer and the nomad, up at the back of the gauntlet and just shoved everyone else down a bit. So the monk is now in room 3 instead, and we take 2 damage at a time. We actually get a level up here, which is nice. We are stringing together some good levels. 2 defense again. The sooner that she caps defense, the better it is for this run. The main thing that Myrrh has kind of got to contend with is actually surprisingly low offense. Like, she will be leveling up strength, but at the moment she's only got a 5 might weapon. She's not got all the bonuses and everything that a Dragonstone comes with, but also her speed is something that genuinely does hold her back quite a lot. So you can see we are having to take a lot of hits off of this unit just to be able to get close. Technically there's a 2% crit on the enemy here. I could have put her in, well, I have put her in death range. It's just hoped that it doesn't pan out that way. That would be an incredible way to end the gauntlet. I would have to reset if that happened, because that would not be Myrrh's fault. That would be mine. Hopefully we don't miss the 84. Okay, that's another enemy dealt with. Is it another level up? It absolutely is. We're getting nearly 100 XP off of every one. Myrrh is seriously starting to snowball on the stats here. That is brilliant. Strength, speed is actually getting somewhere as well. Her speed growth is pretty good. It's just that it takes her a long time to get there because, her base is so unbelievably low. So this is a strange one because she starts so weak and then snowballs so well. We've already gone through nearly half of our healing just on the first 3 enemies, like the objectively weakest ones. And interestingly, our defense is kind of scaling at the same level as the enemy's damage output is scaling. So we haven't gotten to a point of tinks yet. We are still taking damage. Thankfully, the peg is actually not fast enough to double us, which some of the previous enemies have been. Myrrh has just missed an 82. After the last gauntlet with Deick, I can't even be mad anymore. Like, that gauntlet That fun run kind of broke me a little bit. It was so entertaining, but so frustrating at the same time. He could not hit anything. Okay, that is the peg dealt with. Another level under her belt. We are up to level 11 already, so that's 6 levels gained. Dangerously close to capping that defense already, which is amazing. And now, I say we're going into the axe stretch, but I actually messed up the order, and the Myrmidon is in the middle of it all, so it's not quite the axe stretch anymore. 8 damage is significant, but we are fast enough to double now, which makes a huge difference. We are only going to have to face 2 attacks now. Okay, let's get this guy off of the board, get a level under our belt, hopefully get some more defense. I think the Myrmidon that we're going up against next, especially with 2 more defense under our belt, will be our first tink of the gauntlet. There's no way this Myrmidon does damage. They've got like 10 strength and 5 might off their weapon, and we've just gone up to 19 defense. So this is our first tinks. Hopefully we will see more of this going forward. One final tink, and then that is the Myrmidon dealt with. It's definitely taking longer to get through this, just because we're having to go through so many rounds of combat, but now her speed is absolutely running away and snowballing, so we are actually starting to double. With our speed going up as well, our dodge rate is actually starting to get somewhere more reasonable. We have still been taking damage, so we have gone through nearly all of our healing. That is our second to last vulnerable usage gone. We are, again, still seeing damage from these units, even with capped defense, which is pretty crazy, but only from the strongest enemies like the axe users, and yeah, the hit rates aren't all there, so we shouldn't take too much damage, and hopefully being down to 1 vulnerable use isn't going to hamper us and actually hold us back at all. We're going up against the Cav next, who does a lovely little tink with the iron sword. That's awesome, and we do double so we can kill on the next turn. 20 defense is just an amazing place to be. This is a proper snowballing effort. I'm really excited to see how strong she's going to be right at the very end. We're actually getting pretty close to level 20, and we're starting to get close to capping some of these other stats as well, like strength and speed. And that is the Armor Knight dealt with. Another level up. We're up to level 17. The mage here does do 5 damage. Our res is not as strong as our defense, but we should hopefully be able to do good damage now that our strength is starting to catch up. We should... Oh, we 1 round. I forgot about doubling. 1 rounding the mage here is pretty dang nice. It means we only have to face 2 lots of 5 damage. Mercenary is not going to pose any problems at all, but after this, we are into the effective weaponry kind of duo of the archer and the nomad, and I'm a little bit scared. I'm really hoping this isn't big. 10. Okay. For an effective damage unit, 10 damage, we can take that. Annoyingly, we don't 1 round, so thankfully we're doubling by this point. We can kill him on the next turn. We are not quite capped. We are 1 enemy away, but we're out of healing now, and we've got another effective damage enemy, so I think this is it. I think this is curtains. We take 9 damage. We could dodge some. To be fair, do we double? We do double. We don't 1 round. 58 is definitely dodgeable though. Please do it. Come on, Myrrh. You've got this. I believe in you. Please. No, it's over. I really thought that she would be able to beat it even in a vanilla run. I was so sure. So that was a score of 13, and we are now on to Myrrh's fun run, which I'm sure you can guess what it involves. She's got her Dragonstone now. She's got way higher might with the weapon. I think it's 16 might versus 5 from the Fiery Fang, plus all of the bonuses. Obviously, this is a much stronger unit. To compensate, though, what Neimi wanted was every enemy to have effective damage. So it's no longer just the bow units with their effective damage. Every unit has got something that does effective damage. So for the physical enemies, that's just the dragon weapons. However, the magical enemies don't have a way of doing effective damage, but I have just added it into the game. I've just made their weapons be effective. Some of them are bumped up as well. They've got a slightly stronger tone, but this now does do effective damage against her. You will see when she gets there. Assuming she does get there, I'll be amazed if she doesn't. She does absolutely murder this. She takes a lot of damage back, but she is just about able to one-shot, which is what we need to see. I did do a test run just to make sure that everything was working, and surprisingly this soldier was actually the toughest enemy. This is the issue here. we actually get one shot by this soldier, which, yeah, I wasn't expecting it. Dragon spears are very powerful and annoyingly accurate, so unless we dodge this, it's over. Please dodge. Okay, that's that. We're done. Right, let's give it a whirl. We're going to enemy phase. I've got a good feeling about enemy phase. Dodge. Yes, okay, we're in business, and a crit. She should now be in a much better situation going forward. So we're going to open the door. We do have effective damage from the iron bow here, but that's really not anything to worry about. I tried not to make a habit out of resetting in the gauntlet on the fun run, just because what happens, happens, and that's kind of part of the fun. That was very close to death, actually. I really should have healed. But dying on the second enemy for the grand finale. This isn't the grand finale. I did mention there's something else coming that's the actual finale. But for the final video in the series, having the fun run end on the second enemy isn't very fun. So we're just going to breeze past that, pretend it didn't happen. Shine has got effective damage and it's still no damage because of how good her 20 bonus res off of her Dragonstone is. So yeah, the mages are really not going to cause a problem here. One-shotting now, which is really where we want to be. Now they've got that extra 16 or an extra 11 might off of her improved weapon. And the extra 12 off of the bonus as well. So that's, yeah, bonkers damage output. The bow off of the Nomad, oh really, no problem at all, 0 damage, that's brilliant. The Dragon Axe is technically the weapon that will do the most damage to her here, but the hit rates are fairly shaky, so hopefully we should dodge some of these. That's good, great start, 21 damage avoided, and then we can finish off on player phase. I love Myrrh's mana key animations. I think they're the best in the game. I think out of every dragon type enemy, the FE6 mana keys, Myrrh, the Iden animations, I do like the fire dragon, but Myrrh's is cleaner. So yeah, I think it's the best dragon animation in the game personally. Another level, she is flying, she is very close to capping defense already. She's not been hit by a Dragon Axe so far. Hopefully this is going to be the same story. It should be crit. Never mind, we get to avoid the chance of getting hit at all. That is defense capped, amazing. And Dragon Axe, I forgot that was droppable. Hooray. Myrrh's going to go on a killing spree with an axe now, that's good to see. Although the sword unit here probably isn't the best unit. This Wormslayer does 0 damage, this is the point we're at now. Insane offensive output, she dodges again. We're really not even having to lean on these vulneraries much at all. Another level. She is just smashing it right here. The mage again is going to hit on res where we have 31 res, so I don't think we take damage. Oh no, we do. Okay, I take it back. The thunder triple does do a significant amount, but we are constantly proccing crits, so the enemy doesn't even get the chance to find out if they can do damage. It's all irrelevant. 1 damage off the flux, that's kind of pathetic. I don't know why that's so much lower than the thunder. They both have 8 might, right? Does Thunder have 9? Am I stupid? Thunder does have 8, but Flux has 7. I'm stupid. I always think of the weapon weight, because Flux weighs 8. So if you're trying to calculate whether you get slowed down or stuff, 8 is the number that's stuck in my brain, and I thought that was the might value of it as well. I have been waffling away about completely the wrong stuff here, just talking about weapon weights and might values. She's cleared the gauntlet. I didn't even really notice. I'm just playing on autopilot while I'm talking. We are now going to go up against Deick, and in theory we should have the highest damage value of any unit. That's pretty bonkers. I did give the Uber Spear effective damage against her as well, so we do take serious damage, and we do have considerable crit from her as well. So in theory we can win this. We just need to not get unlucky. I'm going to take it off of fast forward and just see this play out. We're going to get hit. We don't get crit. Now she's going to attack from range. Oh, we get another level. I don't know why I thought that she was maxed out by this point. Oh, okay. So the first time around where she had much lower might, she was having loads of chip XP because it was taking so many rounds of combat. So she actually leveled up faster. Please don't crit. Okay, we're good. I think it's there. Technically, we could miss, but I pray we don't. Come on, Myrrh. Yes! I thought that this would be the only unit to actually beat Deick. This is war, isn't it? Awesome. Yeah, we'll leave that on screen. I thought that we were going to have Myrrh be the only unit to beat Deick, but then out of nowhere, Hugh with his freaking moneybags personality came in and destroyed it previously. So this ground has already been trodden, but it's still really cool to see Myrrh clear it. So if we come over to our table here, we can see Myrrh with a score of only 13 in her vanilla run. If I was actually going to place Myrrh on the table, she would go between Kent and Gonzalez here with 13 in her basic run, but way more important than that is her fun run of 17, the same as Hugh. She's actually managed to kill Deick, which is awesome. This is the final video, so I couldn't be bothered to rejig the table to fit extra people on it, so Myrrh can just slap on the front of it here. That is fine. This isn't the final installment of the Gauntlet. We have one more thing to do, which is a live stream finale. As this video goes live, there will also be a community community post going up, so make sure you go and look at that quickly. It will have the information for the live stream finale, but more importantly, it's got a comment section where you guys can put your final suggestions for the gauntlet. We're going to do a nice long stream. We're going to get through as many of the suggested units as we can. I will be taking them from the comments on that community post, so make sure that you guys go and put them on there in the comments. We will go through as many of them as we have time for. There's going to be some donation goals. We got some special runs which will be unlocked by donos as we go through, that are going to be some extra fun stuff that are going to be secret until you guys actually unlock them on the stream. I think it's going to be super fun. It's going to be a great send-off. It'll be a chance to put a bunch of extra units through the gauntlet in quick succession and flesh out our table here. We've just got an Excel spreadsheet so that I can update it much faster. We'll use this for the live stream, and a nice finale to send off this series. I am super hyped for what's going to follow it. The next series, me and Jaden are working on it currently, and oh my god, is it going to be good. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait to get stuck into it. And I think the follow-up series is a great kind of building on top of this series and honoring it, and having a nice big live stream party to send it off it's the send-off that I want to have for the series, basically. So I'm really excited for it. If you've made it to the end of the video and listened to that spiel, thank you very much. I do have to say thank you to my patrons, as always, for helping to make these videos possible, especially my lords Sonic the Hedgehog, Pathavoa, and Dark Jaden, and my Manakete, Scott's Gaming World, Shadow Eclipse, Chai Tiefling, and especially Naui Alamode. Thank you so much for your suggestion. Myrrh was an absolute blast to put through the gauntlet, and the effective damage I think was a really cool way of balancing it and making it interesting. I'll have links up on screen, including the gauntlet playlist, if you want to check back through and see what units have already run the gauntlet, so you know who to suggest on the community post, and I'll see you guys soon.